7 o'clock, I'll need an order. Stand for the pledge, please.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we get approval of the minutes of October 20th.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion or corrections? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any motion to accept the financial report and payment of the bills?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, Ken. 7 Frank.
Good evening.
How you on?
I'd like to report on the wastewater and water treatment facilities for September and October 2010. The wastewater treatment plant did exceptionally well again this past month. We averaged BOD of 2.3 milligrams per liter going out of the plant, which is exceptional. The year's almost over, and we've discharged about 10,000 pounds of nitrogen opposed to 37,000. So we're doing real well. We're right on track. The ammonia for September was 0.4 average going out of the plant. So we did real good. The numbers speak for themselves. We got a lot of things done. Some important things I wanted to touch base with. We got the gear drive for the grit screw, the grit classifier came in about a month ago, and it was replaced by the manufacturer at no cost to the town. It had been this was the second time. When the plant went online, it was online maybe about 2 months, and it went down, and the contractor replaced it, and shortly after that it went down again. And what the manufacturer said was the problem was that the unit was too small to begin with for the loading, and so they replaced it at no charge, and we installed it in-house, and we put it online. We got it done about 2 weeks ago now. It's been
They
online.
replaced it with a
larger gear drive, and a much larger, and of course we did it with DPW. We couldn't have done it by ourselves, and because we had to we had an immense amount of grit that had accumulated in the grit king, because we weren't really removing it. It was just sort of like storing it there until we could get the unit replaced. So we had to pump it out, and it was a lot. So we it went real well though. It went real well. We also replaced the guide rail at the Meadows pump station last week too, and that went real well too. So now we can pull the pumps out without going down into the wet well. It makes it safer now to remove the pumps if they need to be pulled, be cleaned, or something like that to maintain them. And so that was completed. We got the sludge dryer running. It's been running now for 2 weeks straight. And so that's looking good. So I'm starting to feel optimistic now. We had several tours. I know I told you about the middle school coming over to the facility, and the Girl Scout, the Brownies at the water plant. Well, we had 3 more tours this last month. The Brownies came back to the wastewater plant to find out what happens to the wastewater end of it. They were very, very cool, and they liked what they saw. And we had an E&R, B&R class come and tour the Elkton Advanced Wastewater Treatment Plant. That went very, very good. We got a lot of compliments on that. And then also we had the Department of Agriculture, the Maryland State Department of Agriculture, come and tour the facility. And they're like the sister department, I guess, of the Maryland Environmental, or Department of the Environment, I'm sorry, excuse me. And of course, they wanted to see the whole plant, but they were really there primarily to see the sludge dryer system because they'd heard, so much about it, and they wanted to see it. So we had it running for them, and we had the belt press was running, and we were cooking the biosolids. So that was good. One last thing, I'd like to let you know that the permit came in for the dried material. So we finally got it. That's about it.
Well, one good thing about the plant so far too is I have not had any complaints or had any smells or odor coming from there, so that apparently it's doing its job too. I mean,
It's doing very well.
Nobody's complained about it, so maybe we finally have gotten rid of the old
Yeah.
Elkton odor smell.
You've done it. So, once we get through some of these bumps in the road, we'll be fine. Just there's just some minor issues that we need to be, like to clarify skimmers, but that's moving ahead. Everyone's on board. I think we're going to get that work done. I'm hoping soon, like maybe mid-November, get the arms put back on and the repairs done.
Good,
So things are looking good.
very good. Anybody have any other questions? Okay, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Louis.
I have item resolution R8210. A copy of this was sent to the board previously. This resolution authorizes myself and Mr. Reefold to execute documents with M&T Investment Group for the Elkton Police Pension Plan. Authorizes us to allow mutual fund investments through M&T Bank and our consultant, and also to sign any necessary documents to implement a trust account as they're the directed trustee for the pension plan.
Okay. Do a motion to accept resolution R8-2010.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Any further discussion?
Yes, even though you all are going to be the people who will be in the mainstream for documentation, what will we receive back as far as what you do with
You'll
paperwork?
receive reports as to the status of the investments and everything, the board will, with the pension plan.
Okay.
All right, a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. That it?
So would mention one thing. I received an email from Norris Embert, State Highway Administration,
Oh,
and I think they're going to finish, they're going to be resodding and tree plantings and some other minor work on Delaware Avenue starting on Monday, given the weather's okay. Road will not be shut down, so it won't be a hindrance to the public. But they should be able to complete that work if we don't have any bad weather.
well, I hope so. I mean, we, went through all that work and got it all done, so, hopefully maybe we can get something done before it really gets too cold. They get it all done and come back and do what we initially were gonna do the first time around. We get all that sod and everything replaced.
Yeah, again.
That'd be good. One thing I have is a proclamation for municipal government works for the week of November. It's the municipal government month. And this will help us. We're very close, and in fact, I think this might be the last one, maybe one more, that we might get Banner City at the convention this coming summer. So this will help complete it. That's all we have to do. A proclamation of the Mayor and Commissioner of the Town of Elkton declaring the month of November 2010 Municipal Government Works Month in the Town of Elkton, Maryland. Whereas the Town of Elkton was incorporated in 1787, and whereas Maryland is home to 156 other municipalities, and whereas municipal government represents the most responsive level of government, allowing citizens to have direct access to elected officials, and whereas in an effort to educate citizens about municipal government and the importance of their participation, the Town of Elkton is proud to promote municipal government awareness, and whereas municipalities have enhanced the quality of life for their respective residents by maintaining natural and historical sites and structures, and helping to make Maryland a great place to live, work, play, and explore. Now therefore, be it proclaimed that the Mayor and Commissioners of the Town of Elkton have hereby proclaimed the month of November 2010 Municipal Government Works Month in the Town of Elkton. In witness thereof, we have unsealed our hands on this and sealed the Town of Elkton on this third day of November 2010. So if I can get a motion to accept the proclamation.
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. That's what I have. Okay. Mary, go.
Yeah, I just wanted to, the goalposts down at the park, Commissioner Piner requested look great. The past couple of nights, the football players been using them. Really, really look nice. And I wanted to thank Louis for looking into the lighting in the municipal stairway. They're going to replace so it's brighter, so a little more safety down there. The senior housing is going up. Must have been 30 people at work this week. That's what it's all about. I mean, and they're working, and it's an exciting project. I wanted to wish the mayor good luck on his surgery next week.
Thank you.
And I wanted to congratulate Commissioner Piner for a well-run race for county commissioner. The county's loss is the town of Elkton's gain, because I'm glad you're still sitting next to me.
Thank you all.
That's all.
Yep. I want to thank everyone that did come out to support me through that campaign, but it was kind of tough just dealing with it, but that's over with. On to the next. But as far as for the goal post, I want to thank PW, the Public Works for their efforts to get that together for the children of the community. And also, got questions. I noticed when we did get the flood, I still get torn apart with the cleanup of the flood. If the state's the ones that's dealing with the Delaware Avenue, and the flood occurs, we have to put our people to work to clean up after that, and that shouldn't be. I mean, this is a project from the state, issues from the state. Well, yeah, we have workers from our municipality that has to do the work. I would like to question a little bit about that. If they're going to secure a job and do a job and make sure that we're not going to have another flood, and then we have this big flood, and then we have 2 or 3 weeks shut down because we have to get people out there to clean up. The state should be out there cleaning just as well as us. Is there any way we can check in that and see if could be some assistance to that in case this happens again? I'm asking.
No, you're talking about cleaning up Maryland 7, the highway?
Yeah.
They do clean the highway.
But as far as the park itself, I mean,
I think he's referring
it's
to.
caused from,
Highway, we clear.
but it's still caused from an issue that should be corrected one time, not 30 times. I mean, this is repeatedly something that's caused by something that they're supposed to be taking care of. Shut the road down for a week, and then we get the same thing. I understand we had a big flood, but it still shouldn't have been any kind of downtime for us to have to send town officials out there to do the work. I mean, it's something to ask about.
You have a letter signed by the mayor asking the district engineer if the state highway administration will clean that park after floods. Is that what you want?
I mean, their work is being put in there,
I
but,
predict the answer, but.
well, I mean, we're sending money out of the drain to clean up something that they should have corrected years ago, so that's where I look at that.
Well, I still maintain, even though when they tried to help us with the raising the road at the bridges, but of course, they're the engineer, and they're the engineers, and they're supposed to have the experience and the knowledge, and, you know, but we can always come back and say, we told you so, and maybe get a new bridge someday.
Well, you know, I sent another letter.
Yeah, I know, you asked me, right. Well, they are looking into it, and then if we, like you suggested, take our engineers and make a recommendation that the bridge should be raised or somewhat, maybe we can get some kind of a,
We would have to pay our engineers though.
so for that, yeah, but for construction of a bridge, we wouldn't do it.
No, what I suggested in my email was that if the board wanted to expend that amount of money, and it would be